Hi, my name is Sam. I run an SEO agency, and this is the exact local SEO strategy I would use for a bankruptcy attorney. We're going to go into each of these steps one by one. First, though, an overview. We're going to set up a review campaign to drive reviews to our Google business profile. We're going to build out locationally specific practice area pages. We will set up internal linking. We will work on updating older blogs. Then we will create new blogs. We will do some link building, and then we are going to do some advanced tactics or next steps if you've done steps 1 through 6. So diving into each of these. First, we want to get more reviews to our Google business profile. For local services, local businesses, your Google business profile is one of the most important pieces of digital real estate that you have at the moment, and reviews are a huge part of that. Reviews are a ranking factor, and they are a conversion factor. So we want to get good reviews. We want to get consistent reviews. If we get a bunch of reviews in January and we don't get any other reviews the rest of the year, that's better than getting no reviews in January, but I would rather get those reviews consistently throughout the year. We obviously want to get good reviews. So what we're going to do initially is set up a review campaign where we will contact past clients. So if they have an existing client list, we want to get those emails, and normally we'll have the attorney and this go through a branded account, but we'll reach out to past clients asking for a review. If we have a bunch of them, we may stagger that over a couple of months so that we can stagger the reviews that are coming in. Second, we want to work with the attorney to make sure that asking for a review is part of their process. Every time they have a happy client, they should be asking for a review. Not everyone is going to leave a review. Sometimes people leave reviews and they just don't get there for whatever reason. But we want to make the ask. And then lastly, we want to respond to every review, both the positive and the negative ones. Next, we are going to work on creating locationally specific practice area pages. We want a dedicated page for each service and location. Within that page, we will optimize for our target keyword. We will want our target keyword in the meta title, the meta description, the H1 tag, and the URL slug, and then we'll use variations of the term throughout the content. Each page we're going to start with typically between 750 and 1,000 words of content. That may change over time, but that's a good starting place in most cases. And then for each service and location, if you do Chapter 11 bankruptcy, you want a Chapter 11 page for every city you'd want to target. So Chapter 11 bankruptcy attorney, Atlanta, Buckhead, Decatur, and so forth. And then our main keyword there would be Chapter 11 bankruptcy attorney Atlanta, and we would want that in our title, meta description, H1 tag, and URL slug. Next, we will work on internal links. So any old blog posts that we have, we want those to link up to one of our practice area pages. So if it's a Chapter 11 related blog, that should link to a Chapter 11 practice area page. We can link together different practice area pages. So Chapter 11 can link to Chapter 13, Chapter 7 can link to Chapter 13, and vice versa. And then we want to connect our practice area pages to our main location pages. So if we have a Chapter 7 Atlanta page, that can link up to our general Atlanta bankruptcy attorney page. Next, we want to update any blog that's over a year old. If we have older blog posts, we want to go through and make updates to those posts. One, we want to either update the publish date or update the last updated date to something that's more recent. That's going to make the blog more relevant. Sometimes just doing that can lead to a positive impact in search position and traffic coming to that blog. We will want to also typically check Google Search Console to identify opportunities for ways that we can further optimize that blog. It might be changing up the title, it might be changing up the meta description, it could be adding new content to cover relevant queries that the blog is showing up for that we're not addressing particularly well in the current version of the blog. So we want to update old blog posts. Next step would be to create new blog posts. So generally for an attorney, we'll want to do 4 to 12 blogs per month. The more competitive your location and practice area is, we're going to lean typically a little bit higher. But for anyone, we're doing at least a weekly blog, so 4 per month. The blog should be aligned with our locational practice area pages, and then we will link those blogs up to those relevant practice area pages to build content clusters. So there's a little image here, but if we have that one on the left there, if that's our Chapter 7 location area page, then those blogs that are related to Chapter 7 will link up to that one, and then that page is linking up to the main city page and so forth. Next, we will build backlinks. So there's two types of links that we're going to build. First will be foundational links. These are going to be our citations and directory listings, our social profiles, and then our legal specific directories. So your general citations, Google Business Profile, Yelp, Apple Maps, Bing will want those profiles built out. You can use a tool like BrightLocal or Yext, or there's quite a few of them, to run a citation audit, get those things cleaned up. We want to get all of our social profiles, your Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, make sure that we have those, make sure that those are up to date. And then for bankruptcy attorney, we're going to want our legal specific directory. So Avvo, FindLaw, sites like that, make sure that we have profiles, make sure that those are filled out. Those are our foundational links. Those are fairly easy to get, and we'll want to make sure we have all of those. And then we're going to work on building backlinks. And we want backlinks to go to our practice area pages, to our blog posts, and to our homepage. We'll kind of spread those out. We want links that are going to be legally relevant or locationally relevant. So if we're in Atlanta, that could be an Atlanta area publication. We would take a link from there, or even the state of Georgia, or legally specific websites. We would love links from them as well. And then ideally, we could get the domain rating, domain authority over 30. If it's really relevant, we can go under that, but ideally it's over 30. And obviously, the higher that we get, the better. Next, if we're doing all of that, then some advanced or just some next steps from a local SEO perspective. I'm a big proponent of video. So if you have the capacity to create, for sure, YouTube videos, but then those can obviously be used across LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, whatever the new social media platform of the moment is. But creating YouTube videos to complement your content and your blog posts, that is great. Just sharing your blogs and your content on social media, obviously. Publishing content on some third-party sites like LinkedIn articles, Reddit posts, Medium. Those are places where we can kind of further expand our digital footprint. And this is its whole own process, but reviewing search engine result pages, SERPs, for your core keywords every 2 to 3 months. You can do it more often than that, depending on how many areas and terms you're trying to target will probably influence that. But we want to review how we're doing, and then we want to learn from that. So if there is, if we're not in the top 3 results, we want to take a look at what the top 3 results are doing, and then how can we improve our page to better fit in and align with what's currently working on Google. All right, so quick recap. Here's your local SEO checklist if you are a bankruptcy attorney, or really, for the most part, any local business. Set up a Google Business Profile review campaign and respond to all the reviews that you get. Build location-specific practice area pages. Optimize internal linking between pages and blogs and pages. Update older blogs and add new content regularly. So update old blogs, create new blogs, at least 4 per month. Build foundational links and then high-quality, relevant backlinks, and then utilize some advanced tactics or just even next steps like video creation on YouTube, and then getting your content out on social media. Ideally, you can break a YouTube video up or break a blog post up into multiple social media posts that then are getting you out there, but also then are sending ideally traffic back to your website. So that's it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you need help doing this, please reach out. You can find me at sambretsman.com. This is part of our SEO for Bankruptcy Lawyers series. So if you are a bankruptcy attorney, please check out the series. Please let me know if you have any questions. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. We'll be back on the next video.